How do I tell my kids we're divorcing? The three-phase talk for Florida parents. If your stomach drops just thinking about telling your kids you're getting a divorce, you're not alone. There is a way to do this that is honest, loving, and steady without turning your child into the messenger or the referee. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple, repeatable plan so you don't have to wing it, freeze up, or over-explain. You don't need the perfect speech. You need a clear structure, a few strong sentences, and a calm follow-through. I'm Annette Sanchez, a Florida family law attorney, a guardian ad litem that advocates for children's best interests in court, and a former prosecutor for the Department of Children and Families. I help parents communicate in ways that secure trust with their children and make life easier on the whole family. Here's what I'll give you today. First, how to prepare. Your 1-minute core script, the right setting, and a united approach. Second, how to present. 3 short lines. Truth, reassurance, plan. That lands softly and without blame. Third, how to respond. Simple ways to handle tears, anger, or silence, and the age-appropriate answers to common questions. Fourth, how to support routines, school coordination, and follow-ups that turn a hard moment into a manageable week. By the end, you'll have exact words, a do not say list, and a 2-week stabilization plan you can post on the fridge. I've been involved in hundreds of divorces, and the same fears come up over and over. I'll say the wrong thing. I'll cry and lose control. I'll ruin their childhood in 5 minutes. Those thoughts show how much you love your kids. But love doesn't require a perfect performance. It requires a steady plan. Children handle a clear, loving truth better than they handle uncertainty, mixed messages, or adult details. What matters most is your tone and structure. So here's something to ask yourself. What scares you the most about this conversation? The tears, the questions, or the uncertainty? Ultimately, you want your child to be able to say, "It's not my fault, both of my parents love me, and here's what happens this week." Then you and your co-parent can keep adult topics between adults. Let's start with the part that makes everything else easier. Preparation. This conversation goes better when it's planned, short, and united, not spontaneous, long, and defensive. Preparation has 3 pieces: your core script, your environment, and your agreement to speak with one voice. First, your core script. Write it down. Keep it under 1 minute. It has 3 parts: truth, reassurance, plan. Here's an example you might use with your younger kids. Truth. We've decided we won't live in the same house anymore. Reassurance. This is a grown-up decision. It's not your fault. We both love you the same as always. Plan. And you will see both of us every week. Mom will pick you up Monday and Tuesday. Dad will pick you up Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll both be at your game on Saturday. That's it. Short, plain, loving. You can cry and still lead. If one of you gets choked up, the other can read the next line. You'll change that to meet your specific situation. But remember, kids don't need a TED Talk. They need a sturdy frame. Now you have one. The next important part is your setting and timing. Choose a calm afternoon or weekend when you're not rushing to school or bedtime. Put phones away, sit at your child's level. If it's safe and healthy to do so, deliver the message together. If it's not safe, get individualized guidance and adapt this plan because your safety and your child's safety comes first. Third, unity. You do not have to agree on everything to agree on the message to your child. Commit to no blame and no adult details. Decide ahead of time which questions you will answer today and which are, "We don't know yet, but you'll hear it from us when we do." And agree that neither of you will use the child to pass messages. Adults talk to adults. Before you start, practice out loud together once or twice. Keep it steady and brief. If you can both calmly say the same 3 lines, truth, reassurance, plan, you are ready. Then it will be time for the talk. Present. When it's time to speak, simplicity is your friend. Say the truth plainly. Offer reassurance without overpromising. End with a plan for the next few days so your child knows what to expect right now. There is no blame. There are no adult topics like money, dating, or who did what. There are no impossible promises like nothing will change, because some things will change. What must not change is your child's sense that they are loved and safe and that adults have a plan. You want to say, we decided to live apart, not your mother is leaving us or your father broke our family. Say, you'll see both of us every week, not nothing will change. Say, it's not your fault, not we stayed together for you or we tried because of you. Those kinds of lines can make children feel responsible for your adult choices. Now think about your natural language. What words do you usually use when talking to your child in a good mood? Stick with those. Keep it simple and familiar. If you tear up, breathe. You can say, this is hard to say because we love you so much. Then return to the plan. The message lands when it's short, honest, loving, and ends in predictability. You just gave your child the 3 things they need the most: truth, love, and a plan. But you and I both know that won't be the only thing you say, because after you speak, your child may cry, ask questions, get angry, shut down, or shrug and ask, what's for dinner? All of those responses are normal. Your goal is presence, not perfection. Start with listening. Let silence sit for a moment. If your child speaks, reflect the feeling and keep your answers short. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. It makes sense that you're scared about changes. You are not required to solve every emotion in one sitting. You're required to make it safe for them to have emotions. But answer concrete questions with concrete answers. Where, when, who. If you don't know yet, it's okay to say, we don't know yet. But you'll hear it from us first, and we'll tell you before anything changes. Picture your child's personality. Are they a talker, or do they need time to process? Do they ask a lot of questions, or do they watch and listen? Adjust your response to how they naturally handle big information. Recognizing your child's developmental stage can help here. For younger children, keep everything physical and predictable. Who's picking me up? Where it's bedtime? Who packs my lunch? For tweens and teens, allow some space. Don't chase them for a big heart-to-heart if they need time. Invite questions later. If you think of something tonight or tomorrow, you can ask either of us. Treat them with respect. They may test whether your united message is real, so be consistent. Prepare simple responses to 3 common questions. Will we have to move? Not right now. If that changes, you will hear it from us first and we'll plan it together. Is it my fault? No, this was a grown-up decision. We both love you. Where will I sleep? This week, Monday and Tuesday with mom, Wednesday and Thursday with dad, and we'll confirm Friday together. So what questions do you think your child will ask first? Write down your answers now while you're calm. If your child repeats a negative statement they heard, dad says you don't care about us, or mom said this is all your fault, do not attack the other parent. Stay present with calm truth. I'm sorry you heard that. I love you. I will be at your game on Saturday, and you can always ask me directly about anything. You're correcting the record without making your child the battleground. And that's exactly what positive parenting looks like. Of course, the talk is just the start. Routines are what will do the healing. Right after the conversation, give your child an anchor. Post the next 2 weeks of schedule on the fridge. Use initials or simple icons. Show school days, pickups, bedtimes, and shared events like games or recitals where both parents will be present. Keep regular meal times and bedtime rituals. Predictable sleep and food can calm the nervous system, yours and your child's. If you read stories together or do short prayer, keep it going. Small rituals carry big weight during change. Tell the school or daycare the basics so that the adults who see your child daily can watch for stress without prying into adult matters. A simple note works. We are restructuring our family schedule. Both of us will remain involved. Please list us both as contacts. If you notice changes in their mood or their focus, please let us know. You're not asking the school to take sides. You are enlisting them in your child's stability. When the talk is over, plan for 2 follow-ups with your child, a brief check-in the next day and another at the end of the week. The script is short. How are you feeling about the changes? Any questions since we talked? Here's what's the same this week. You might be surprised that kids often just want to know if their routines stay intact. Soccer, band, friends, Friday pizza. If you can maintain those, say so. Now think about your child's week. What are their 3 most important routines? School pickup, bedtime story, Saturday morning pancakes? Make sure those stay consistent during the transition and coordinate language with your co-parent. If it's safe to do so, agree on key phrases you'll both use. Grown-up decision, not your fault. We both love you. You'll see both of us every week. Agree on what you will not say around your children. Things like fault, blame, win-lose. The court said, your mother made me. Your father took you from me. Adults' disputes stay with adults. And remember, your child should never deliver adult messages. If you need to communicate schedule changes, do it directly with your co-parent. If your messages get tense, use the same communication formula we've used in other videos. Fact, ask, next step, and keep it short. Now, because I've been working in family law for over 14 years, I know a lot of the most common questions you may be asking. What if I cry during the talk? It's okay. You're modeling that big feelings can be spoken and survived. If you need a moment, breathe and let the other parent carry a line, then continue. Your steadiness matters more than perfect composure. Should we tell each child separately or together? If your siblings are close in age, together is often best so they hear a single message and can support each other. If there's a big age gap, consider a short joint talk followed by one-on-one check-ins with age-appropriate answers. What if my child refuses to talk? Don't force a heart-to-heart. Keep the routine steady and invite questions later. A simple, I'm here whenever you're ready, goes a long way. Many kids circle back at bedtime or a day later. What if my co-parent wants to blame or overshare? Set the boundary beforehand. With the kids, we will stick to truth, reassurance, plan. No adult details. If it slips in the moment, redirect gently. Let's keep this about what happens this week. Afterward, follow up adult to adult, not through the child. What if safety is a concern? If there is domestic violence, coercive control, or substance abuse, the delivery of this message and the parenting plan needs a tailored legal protection. Please talk with a lawyer about the safest way to proceed. Your safety and your child's safety comes first. Let's recap. Prepare your 1-minute core. Truth, reassurance, plan. Choose a calm time and quiet place. If it's safe, deliver a united message. Present it clearly in a short, loving way. No blame, no adult details. End with a plan for this week. Then respond to feelings with presence, not speeches. Answer concrete questions with concrete answers. If you don't know yet, promise to tell them before anything changes. And support your child with routines. A 2-week calendar on the fridge, steady meals and bedtimes, a short note to the school, and 2 brief check-ins. When you do this, you protect the 2 things your child needs most, your love and their sense of safety. After this conversation, the way you and your co-parent communicate will matter even more. To help you keep messages short, calm, and child-focused, I made a free co-parenting communication checklist. It includes copy-ready phrases that follow facts, ask, next step, a 3-sentence report for recurring issues, and a few micro-agreements that you can paste into your plan. Parents tell me it turns red alerts into calm conversations. The link is in the description, so download it before you send your next message. And if you'd like help tailoring the words and the schedule to your family, your child's ages, your routines, and your co-parenting reality, my team at Annette Sanchez Law can help. We work with Florida parents every week to design child-first plans, set up communication systems that actually work, and keep the process as calm as possible. In my next video, we'll go 1 step earlier in the process, how to prevent a high conflict divorce. I'll show you how to keep negotiations civil and child-centered, even if tensions spike, so you can protect your kids and protect your case at the same time. When the end screen pops up, click the next video and I'll walk you through it. I'm Annette Sanchez, and thank you for caring enough to prepare for this moment. You do not need perfect words. You need simple truth, steady love, and a clear plan.